Hello everyone, my name is Madhura and I welcome you to this YouTube channel German Varman. In this video, I will be talking about an experience that I recently had, somewhat unfortunate incident that led to my elbow fracture and then operation, and then now the recovery is still going on and probably will be going on for a long time. So just to give the background, I'm Madhura. I live in Germany since last 13 years, and this is not the first German medical system experience that I have. I have had some other small, and probably one is like when my son was born here. But other than that, I think this is one of the major thing that I experienced, and I'll be just talking about what happened and what's the status right now. It's been exactly 2 months since my operation, and so what happened is I was in a conference for my office, which was organized by us, and then while moving a monitor from one place to another, which is like not a long distance, but yes, unfortunately I tipped uh, with something and fell down, and which led to a major elbow fracture. Now I had one elbow fracture on my right hand 25 years ago, and this one was on left hand. I think what generally happens is we try to grab something with our hand if we are falling down, which didn't happen in this case as I had a monitor in my hand. And those 2 seconds, then you don't realize, in those 2 seconds, then many things changed. So the moment this happened, I realized with the pain and with the swelling that happened immediately that this is something that is a major, but what exactly is major means I was not aware of. Then the hotel staff also provided me with some basic first aid like some ice packs, etc. And then they called also ambulance. The ambulance came like really in good time, like in 4 to 5 minutes the ambulance was there. Meanwhile, I informed my husband that this is what has happened and if he can come. Now this place was not very nearby to where I live, but he could come by driving there. And so meanwhile I was taken to the nearest hospital that was available, because what they checked there, they were like we need to do the x-rays. Once I reached the hospital, I was given a strong painkiller, and then the x-ray thing was done, and then the CT scan was done. I was handling all these things alone, and then after the x-rays, they said that it is a big fracture. But now in Germany, there is a this happened in my work hours and work premises. So this is a Arbeitsunfall, which is like a work accident. So there are some processes which are different in this case than a regular thing. So then I was sent to another hospital, which is more for these kind of incidences, and so it's more about the bureaucratic processes that are set over there. Then after again having those x-rays and checking up everything, thankfully the QR code was given with the basic x-rays, the new digital system which I was really happy with. Then which is like, if you are in Germany, you know that sometimes this is not that advanced as we think of. But yes, then I was sent over there, and then they checked again. They had to do some X-ray again, and then after that, they again found out that this is a big fracture, and they can't operate it immediately, which means I have to wait for more days. Now I understand that it was probably what is needed. At that time I was like, I was not getting why I have to wait for the operation, but in any case it helped as well, that I could then move to another hospital which is nearby to my place, instead of there, because I have a son who is a school going kid. He needs some help as well. Thankfully my mother could travel here. She had already visa, and she has been here before, so she could then handle some things at home. It was very cold, but at least she could handle some things at home, especially for my son, and then my husband could look after me and all the hospital things. Then then we came to that hospital. Then again, they actually get the plaster first time here, like the plaster what we have seen in India. And then this happened that the pre-operative checks were planned for the next day. Then we went again there, had those pre-operative checks where I was informed in detail what exactly will be done and how much, what are they expecting and planning for that operation. At that time, I was informed that the fracture, so if there is a scale of 1 to 10, the difficulty level is 10. This is that kind of fracture. Uh, Thankfully, that operation was successful. Like after 5 days, the operation was planned because they needed their best team to be over there, and they need to plan every single thing. They showed us some more details. The CT scan was done again. It was all yeah, with some pain, some more painkillers. I was just able to manage it over there, but it was very difficult to have managed these things. And especially the thing is, for those 5 days, I had to keep in mind that now this shouldn't go more wrong. Whatever has happened, it has happened. Um, and so after 6 days, then we went in for the operation, and the operation took almost 5 hours. And then after that, again some 5 days of hospital stay, where no one was allowed to stay there overnight. During the daytime, anyone could visit me. So my husband used to come there. Uh, I used to get the breakfast in hospital, which is the typical German bread and butter and these kind of things. And then also lunch I used to take over there. And for dinner, they also used to give me this bread. But I think as an Indian, that is something that is still difficult for me. Even after 13 years, is that dinner of just those bread and some cheese. Yeah. So my mother used to send then some food, and some of my friends also, they used to get some food for me, which I could then have for dinner. But lunch and breakfast was manageable over there, and I used to probably think that, okay, instead of again troubling to many other people, it's better that I have it over there. And so no one, they used to also give me all the medicines and everything, which so no one was required as such to get those medicines from somewhere or to arrange some other things. The hospital staff was doing everything for me if they were there. If my husband was there, then he could do some things, but especially these medicines and all these things were completely taken care by them, and I could call them anytime over the day or the night. The overall experience with the operation and the whole process was really good. Um, and then I'm really thankful, especially to the doctors, considering the severity of the fracture, what they explained. And the next day, immediately, the physiotherapy team came. They started to do some physiotherapy with me. They tried to show me some things, and so those 5 days went by. I had a room where there could be three people, but only one day or uh, one night there was someone with me, and some nice people. So it was not difficult to deal with in on many cases. And yeah, then so after 5 days I came back home, and then I started physiotherapy in the nearest place which I have. So I can go there by walk, and just I got all the appointments, which was something I was not sure. I have seen this in Germany, that some appointments may take long time, but what I have seen is, like, when it was actually the urgency, when it was actually the severe case, surgery and all these things, everything was taken care in no time. Like I even for those 5 days, initial 5 days. Um, I think that weight was anyway required for even swelling and all those things. So in terms of appointments, I was extremely happy that I could get it everywhere. And now the physiotherapy is still going on, and probably now it's intensive. So it's not just physiotherapy now. I have to also go to some group activity. for half an hour, where they do let us do some multiple exercises with our arm and shoulders. And then there is, for 1 hour I have to do multiple gym equipments I have to use for my elbow, where it will be taken more and more in work. And then also this half an hour of intensive physiotherapy. uh, it is painful, but it is still like they are really kind. Everyone is really kind, and they still are always in limit, and they check with me every single time. This whole process was like since now 2 months it's going on. I can just show, like this is the almost there were 29 stitches that I had. So I have now metal plates, titanium plates here, and many screws, and so it was not an easy operation, so it will take more time. And so for example, this I can't do more than this. It doesn't come in this way. Then it's also the same case that this rotation doesn't work. So if we see this, like even if I try to do it here with my hand, it's not possible to rotate this in this direction. And this whole is going to be a long process now further for me. But just wanted to share this experience, since if you are new here, this might be just an experience. Some of those who know this from my German page, Gemüse und Gewürze, they might know the incident, like in short. But this is to give the updates as well as to tell the story behind what exactly happened and what's right now going on. In general, I am a very positive person, so I'm taking these things very positively. But it is not easy always. It's like it's the physical pain, it's the mental pain, it's all the fear of when everything will be better, why, and how. All there are multiple questions that come to my mind. Thankfully, I have my husband and my family to support me. Especially my husband, he can also, like when my mother was here, it was she was taking care of many things, but at the home he can cook and he can take care of the multiple things. And I think it's in general it's necessary that even men should know the things in kitchen. And he has already done it previously when he was living here alone. But then in between, the primary responsibility was me, and he was there to cook and do for help and other things. Now he is again the primary caretaker, as I can't do multiple things on my in my kitchen as well. And it's whole this is somewhat a new experience, which was difficult, which is going to be a difficult process until I recover. I'm still on my sick leave for some days. And because I'm going for almost 3 hours of physiotherapy, and then it is like some days are really difficult, some days it's okay. And but as I said, I'm in general a positive person. I try to look most of those positive things. And this is how I'm now dealing with this thing, with the help of friends and some help. All these things are there. And so this was an experience that I wanted to share. I was If you are coming here from the German point of view, I was talking in German with every throughout my hospital stay and all those things. And I probably have now lots of content to write in my Marathi blog. So yeah, as I'm also a Marathi hobby writer, I have got now multiple content, as I've met multiple people, most of them really nice. And it will come, but right now I'm not even able to write many things, as it's very restricted with one hand. And for my cooking page as well, I'm not able to do multiple things, but I'm still trying to do like some other videos. And I hope that I can resume these videos, like the proper cooking videos, which I used to love again. So this is somewhat, yeah, about this whole experience. So if you are new here, let me know how you are finding these videos. Soon I'll be making more videos upon the language and maybe some other experiences as well. So thank you for watching this. Thank you.